Number 1 Black Adam in theaters on October 21st, heading the pack this month and, as previously noted, beating a couple of high-profile horror flicks, is Warner Bros. DC superhero movie Black Adam, which likely enjoyed a nice bump from the star power of Dwayne Johnson. Originally slated to appear as a villain opposite Shazam, Black Adam was ultimately given his own film partly thanks to a bit of persuasion on the part of Johnson, who had been attached to the project since as early as 2006. Now we not only get Black Adam, but the introduction of the Justice Society of America, and that has rightfully sparked fans' interest. Number 2 Halloween ends in theaters and streaming on Peacock on October 14th, pulling into second, not far behind Black Adam, is the final chapter in David Gordon Green's Halloween sequel trilogy, as Jamie Lee Curtis's Laurie Strode faces off against Michael Myers for the last time, presumably. It's not hard to imagine Universal will try to revive the franchise again in some form or another down the line, but for now, it's been fun to follow along this more serialized story and get some closure to it. At least, that seems to be the consensus among our followers on social media. Number 3 Hellraiser streaming on Hulu on October 7th. The Hellraiser franchise has been a horror staple since the original film was unleashed upon audiences back in 1987, but even fans of the series would admit that the subsequent 9 films saw a dramatic decline in quality. With that in mind, it's a pleasant surprise that a new direct-to-streaming installment has made it this high on the list, and that's at least partially due to the trailer that was released just a couple of weeks ago, promising a gory, disturbing return to form. The other factor here may be the involvement of director David Bruckner, who has given us a couple of rock-solid thrillers in recent years with The Ritual and The Night House. Number 4 Amsterdam in theaters on October 7th. Even if we didn't know anything about the film, Amsterdam probably would have made it on this list by virtue of its cast and director alone. It's the latest from David O. Russell's Silver Linings Playbook, American Hustle, and it boasts an expansive cast of A-listers that includes Christian Bale, Margot Robbie, John David Washington, Anya Taylor-Joy, Chris Rock, Michael Shannon, Robert De Niro, and a bunch more folks. Unfortunately, early reviews have not been kind, and that may have dampened some of the enthusiasm for it, but it still ranks 4th on this month's list. Number 5 The Banshees of Inisherin in theaters on October 21st, finally, just squeezing its way into the top 5 ahead of the stop-motion animated Wendell and Wild and the Cate Blanchett showcase star. We have The Banshees of Inisherin, which might have more casual moviegoers scratching their heads. The primary reason this is a must-watch for some fans is because it marks the reunion of writer-director Martin McDonagh and stars Colin Farrell and Brendan Gleeson, who last worked together on a little 2008 dark comedy called In Bruges, which went on to earn a devoted cult following. The film has already earned rave reviews out of its Venice premiere, so this could become a sleeper hit. Please subscribe the channel for latest news.